for second year literature students. Today I will be taking My Grandmother's House by Kamala Das. The poem My Grandmother's House first appeared in Kamala Das' first anthology of verse titled Summertime in Calcutta, published in 1965. It is also an autobiographical poem in which the poet is longing for her parental house in Malabar and is movingly described by her. She is reminded of the ancestral house where she had received immense love and affection from her grandmother. So, I'll be going line by line explanation. There is a house now far away where once I received. So, the note of the poem is nostalgic. She is reminded of her past where she had received immense love from her grandmother. That woman died. That woman means her grandmother. And the house is far away. She is now married, and so she cannot go. She expresses her inability to go to her grandmother's house, and also she is no more. The house withdrew into silence. So, she is expressing the intensity of her grief, that the house is now engulfed by silence, because there no one lives in that house, and so the house is engulfed with complete silence. House withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among books. So this these very words, snakes and moving among the books, means there is no one to look after the house. The house is completely vacant, not occupied by anybody, and so the snakes are crawling among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. Now, she is reminded of her childhood, when there were many books in her grandmother's house, but she was too young to read them. She could not read them as she was very young, and my blood turned cold like the moon. Now, this cold, the image, the word cold is associated with death, and she says that her blood is congealed with the very idea that her grandmother is no more. So the poet's feminine sensibility finds its clearest loveless relationship in it. A note of pessimism runs throughout the action of the poem. It reveals her painful, unfulfilled desire to visit her grandmother's house, to which she is deeply and emotionally attached. The poet is also shocked to learn that the house is all in ruin after the death of her grandmother. She suffers in silence due to the wear and tear it has undergone in her absence. And a death like silence reign in her grandmother's house. So look at the use of the words. How often I think of going there to peer through blind eyes of window, or just listen to the frozen air. So, I would like to draw your attention at the use of the word frozen, blind, and again cold, which are associated with that death. She says very often she has thought of going there to her grandmother's house, and now the eyes of the window means the screens, the sheets of the windows, they it has double meaning: blind because they are covered with dust, and at the same time it also shows blind because there is no one and she is not able to see anybody. They are living through the sheets of those windows. So so she uses these words: these adjectives: frozen air, cold, because she says that if she goes there she won't be able to find anyone living in, and she will be missing the grandmother. So the eyes, the sheets of the windows become blind, because she will not be able to see anyone in the house. And also she says that when if even if she goes there, the air will be frozen. There will be no liveliness in the air, there will be no life in the air, because the grandmother is no more, whom she is deeply attached. So, or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie. Now she is not happy in her personal life, so her life is full of darkness, because she has a longing for a fulfilled love which she lacked in her personal life. So she says, even if she visits her grandmother's house, it will be, full of despair and darkness, having no hopes, and because it is a kind of an harmful darkness that she will be carrying with her, and there she will spread all the darkness that lies in her lap, because she is not satisfied, her life full of darkness, having no light in it, no ray of hope in it. So she says that even if she goes there, she will be spreading the darkness which she is feeling, she is experiencing. So she says, darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. So she the intensity of her grief is suggestively conveyed by the ellipses in the form of a new dots in the section of the poem. It was her disenchantment or disillusionment with her loveless marriage which reminded her of her grandmother's pure and selfless love. Her heart is itself like a dark window where the fresh air does not blow. The image of the house has stuck to her mind. The poet has also used the similes of a brooding dog show her inability to pay a visit to her grandmother's house. She has also used suggestive visual imagery of blind eyes of the window and the frozen air to convey the idea of death and desperation. So the poem expresses mood of desperation, hopelessness, lovelessness, and she says that you cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud. And she says she is being nostalgic that when she was very small and stayed with her grandmother, it was a house which was she was proud of, and she loved that house. But now she is missing the house as well as love in her personal relationship. And so she says, I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in a small change. Look at the use of these lines and words. Begging at stranger. This shows her craving, her desire to receive true love. She says she earlier in her childhood she had received sufficient love from her grandmother, but now she has lost her way of love, and she is begging at strangers' doors so that she can get any amount of love in small, even in maybe however small is the quantity, or but whatever she will be at least a little bit compensated for the love which she had experienced when she was with her grandmother. So the poem is an expression of her longing for love which she is now missing, and she is reminded of the happiest days of her childhood which she spent with her grandmother, and now she longs to visit her grandmother's house to which she was emotionally attached since her childhood. It was a place of security and protection which is sadly missing in her new house in the city. She would like to peep through the dust ridden or colored panes of windows which were full which were shut after the death of the grandmother. She would like to listen and feel the still atmosphere prevailing in the house. It is this longing to revisit her grandmother's house that adds to her sense of frustration and hopelessness. The darkness of her grandmother's house can have no terrifying impact on her because she is already facing the darkness inside her heart. She would like to gather some darkness, some memories of the grandmother's house and bring them to her present city residence. The very memories of her grandmother's house will have a soothing impact on her loveless and hopeless married life. So she wants to gather and some kind of love which she has received when she was a child, and bring that love back to her married life, which at least will have a soothing impact on her. So uh, I hope you have understood the poem, and I will give you an analysis of the poem. Thank you.